is broadcasting 24/7 to the whole world on AM, and you can hear us in London on digital radios. We're working for you, and all your suggestions and requests are most welcome. You can reach us at world@ruvr.ru. In the Voice of Russia, the news. First, the main points. Kashmir, search continues for 135 trapped by avalanche. Syrian troops conduct anti-militant raids Saturday. And Orthodox Christians celebrate Palm Sunday. Those were the headlines, now the news in full. Rescuers continue to search for more than 135 people buried in a snow avalanche in the Pakistani part of Kashmir. This was reported by an army official, General Attar Abbas. According to him, the avalanche trapped 124 Pakistani army soldiers and 11 civilians. The tragedy occurred near the Sichuan Glacier in the eastern part of the Karakoram mountain range. The snow depth at the scene of the incident exceeds 25 meters and covers a vast territory. So far, 30 bodies of soldiers have been dug up. Not a single survivor was found. Rescuers admit hopes are fading of finding anyone alive. The temperature in the area is presently minus 40 degrees Celsius, with persisting heavy snowfall. Syrian troops conducted raids on Saturday against militants on the outskirts of Damascus and in some northern provinces. In the area of the city of Douma, a suburb of the capital, army units managed to eliminate a large extremist base. The militants put up fierce resistance. Several of them have been killed, the rest captured. In Yabrud, 80 kilometers north of Damascus, a terrorist group used as its base an abandoned farm where they had a weapons storage and a prison to hold hostages. As April 10th approaches, when a ceasefire agreement should come into force in accordance with the plan of Kofi Annan, Syrian military reported dangerous intensification of anti-government armed groups. In a telephone conversation with a Russian TV network Saturday, Russian businessman Viktor Bout likened his New York trial, which gave him 25 years in jail on charges of supplying surface-to-air missiles to Colombian rebels, to medieval inquisition. He said he had been pressed to make a confession, and officials had introduced him to the jury as a hardcore criminal bent on killing Americans. Mr. Bout was tried in New York after being extradited to the U.S. from Thailand. All natives of southern Sudan who live in Sudan as of Sunday become foreigners and are denied the right to stay in the country without registration. Southern Sudan became independent in July 2011 as a result of a national referendum. After its separation, Sudanese authorities refused to grant citizenship to natives of South Sudan residing in Sudan. From 300 to 500,000 Southerners are still in Sudan, despite the fact that over the past month, Khartoum organized shipments to Southern Sudan by land and by water along the Nile of 115,000 people. Tunisian police used tear gas to disperse a protest action by some 1,000 jobless university graduates. According to the Interior Ministry, the police were forced to take action when protesters attempted to march down the main thoroughfare of the capital, despite an existing ban on demonstrations in this area. As a result of clashes, nearly 30 people sustained injuries. Orthodox Christians are celebrating Christ's entry into Jerusalem this Sunday. On this day, the Patriarch of Moscow and all Rosh Kirill conducts a divine liturgy at the Cathedral of Christ the Savior. The holiday, also known as Palm Sunday, commemorates the day in the life of Christ, when mounted on a donkey, he rode into Jerusalem, and the entire city turned out to greet him. As it says in the Gospel, people took off their upper garments, strewing his path with fern and with palm fronds. On this day, traditionally, believers go down to the church for consecration. Outlook, politics, economics, culture, a glance from Russia.
In this